Hear that? That's the sweet sound of Minute Maid slushies at McDonald's, turning up your summer with every sip, slurp, and ah.
Get a small sweet peach, blue raspberry, or fruit punch slushie for just $2. Or get any size soft drink for $1. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
All right, test.
Okay. Testing mic 1.
Testing. Test.
Testing mic 3. Test.
Okay.
Testing.
Are we on?
Yep,
Yeah,
we're on.
Are we
now,
on?
yeah.
We're on?
We're on.
Oh, well, listen. I don't know what I just watched, but I just watched the Yankees lose another fucking game. Well, it's only been 2 games. But your man, Giancarlo Stanton, might as well just sit him down in the 9th inning. Never going to get a big hit. He's A-Rod Jr., Michael.
He leaves more runners on than a Catholic schoolgirl.
Right.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's right. I don't know what you said.
I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know we were going to open.
Is he a priest or a Yankee? What's going
I
on?
didn't get it. I didn't know we were going to open a show with Yankee talk.
We're about riffing on this.
Well, you guys insisted on watching the game before we started. And,
I didn't really care. I wanted to start.
we lost. You got here like 15 minutes ago. We spent like most of it watching the game.
Yeah, I figured we'd be done with the podcast by now. That's how long.
Fuck no.
The ninth.
People stopped listening already, so I don't know. What
Yeah,
the
they go.
the
What are you
problem
guys
is.
talking about baseball? I don't like
It's
baseball.
like I thought this was a comedy podcast.
They get
You're
off
talking
my
about sports.
station.
Yeah.
Talking about
off my-
sports. I didn't come here for sports. I came here for comedy.
We only talk about one sport in this podcast: boxing. We're an old school
Just
boxing
make cock fucking a sport. Figure
Well,
that out.
Cockfighting.
That's cockfighting. I'm talking about cock fucking. That's a whole
Well, we
other
were
ball
supposed
game
to
right
have
there.
Frank Terranova and Mateo on the show, my paisans, but I couldn't drive my paisans around the island this time. I have a show later on in Newport's, but we're gonna. If you're fans of those 2 guys, which I am, I think that's the best radio out there. When the 5 of us together, me, you, Zombie, Mateo, and Terranova, and special guest, whoever that may be, it varies. That's great podcasting, even though some people may disagree. But I think
You
it's
seem
great.
to be channeling Mateo a little bit. You got one of my pop filters like on your fingers there, like you wave it around like it's a doll or some shit.
it reminds me of
it's,
Black Pussy,
it's a
that's
finger
why.
puppet there.
So, but
it's something that Mateo would do, in my opinion.
We will have them on later in the month.
Oh, cool.
Sometime.
Okay.
Sometime in April.
So don't listen to this episode. Wait a few weeks, and when we have them on, listen to
This
that
is your
one.
warning. This is a 2-minute warning. You're 2 minutes into the
no,
show.
I want people to listen to this episode. This is
Well, no, people are going to listen to it. It's like, but I'm saying, just like, don't like stop.
important.
This is your warning to stop listening
let's see
now.
what- you know what I
and come
noticed?
back after you've listened to the episode. With Mateo
Let's go
and
over what
Terranova.
we've done wrong so far. Okay,
Everything?
Everything. We started the show off topic. We're like, we're going to talk baseball. We're a baseball podcast, right? Then we started talking over each other, right? And then we were telling people that, hey, come back and listen to another episode later on in the month.
I thought we were going to talk about everything we've done, like with the podcast altogether up to this point.
Oh, okay.
which would be everything.
I
so.
looked up some stuff. You're not supposed to upload. You're not supposed to upload your podcast on a Saturday because people tend not to listen to podcasts. We do that wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
I
what
didn't
they
know
say. But I don't. I promote it Mondays.
You know what? We like a good challenge.
But that's the thing. We're channel. Yeah.
It's a really easy fix. I can just not upload it instead of uploading this episode today. I'll upload it on like Monday or
No, don't
something.
do that.
Or
Don't
like
do that.
like a week from now.
No, we keep it.
that'll be an easy fix.
Like Greg said, we like a good challenge because we know who's listening to the show.
I'm gonna up like the listenership of Saturday podcast listeners.
You know what I've noticed though, Zombie, you lost a lot of weight.
I suppose I've like slimmed down a little bit.
Well, I wouldn't say slim down. But you lost.
I've lost weight.
pounds there.
I did drop a few pounds.
Yeah,
Like
good.
I'm,
You're
trying
looking
to try.
disgusting, bro. Every week I will come and be like, "This guy's disgusting, bro."
It's the summertime. That's why.
That's right.
Well, I don't know if you noticed my weight training equipment over in the living room there. I'm trying to
No, I
get
haven't
myself in
noticed.
shape.
He's got bands.
He's got baby equipment.
I got myself resistance bands.
You know what I have noticed
If
that
I heard Russ talk about
on
them.
his counter there, he has a book about serial killers, which is quite frankly,
I'm not in this edition.
quite frankly, it's
not-
very frightening.
I'm not in that edition. I'm in the next one. Next
Well, here's
volume.
the thing: you are the happiest, loneliest man on the planet. He spent.
I'm the one you got to watch.
I'm trying to watch the Yankee game intensely. He's going on about cable. I don't know.
I know.
You were asking me about fucking cable.
I was being polite.
You started the conversation.
But you have to know when to end it.
That's why I don't talk, because I don't know when to end
You have to read
conversations.
social cues.
I don't.
He's asking about the cable.
That's where I'm illiterate. I can barely read a book.
I asked him
Well,
one
you're reading a
thing.
book about serial
What
killers.
was the
Barely. I
what-
just bought it today.
What channel is the Yankee game on? And he knew what it was. Yes, which was shocking. And then
He watches it for the running.
20 minutes of going on about his cable. Then there's a brief silence. I think he kind of read that I wasn't listening to him.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "I've tried to play baseball once, and I want to hear about your athletic prowess."
Well, pardon me. I've had
9.
alcohol. It's loosened my lips a little bit.
That's what. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to blame the alcohol in your fucking Little League career.
Yeah, he's an
No,
alcoholic.
I am Irish.
He was
so,
an
I mean,
11-year-old
that makes-
alcoholic. You show up to the ballpark. That's John Thompson.
Well, I did have my first sip of beer at 5 years old.
You're like Babe Ruth.
Oh man, I had my first sip at 8. Heavens
Pussy.
stop. Oh man, but you know what? Though this is the time of year though where everyone's out. It's stupid bitch time of year.
Oh,
That's
man.
what it is. No many car
The,
accidents almost got on the way here.
the weather's a lot warmer now.
Every fucking
Everyone's getting out there.
Wait, hold on, guys. Stop talking about the weather. What are we, the slant?
Today was a balmy 65 degrees. It's sunny.
every time. What's it called?
I wore a light jacket.
Almost got to 6 accidents on the way here.
Oh, okay.
That's like any time of the year, though, on Staten Island.
We should have gotten into one accident.
Well, you in the car, stupid.
I would have survived.
Yeah, okay.
I'd survive
You
an
can't
accident.
survive an accident.
I would survive an accident.
You'd be
pretty-
dead. You'd be like dead like the dude in Dirt.
Yeah, it's the dirt. Yeah,
Right? What?
I
What's
haven't
the
wa-
name of the movie?
I haven't
The
watched,
Dirt.
I haven't watched.
Oh, okay. Big difference, Ron.
I haven't seen
Such
The
a
Dirt.
difference.
It is a big difference.
I haven't seen The Dirt.
I hope you didn't spoil
What? There's
anything.
an actual movie called Dirt.
No, there's
No.
Dirt. That
There's
was a
Joe
show.
Dirt.
No, there was Dirt with Courtney Cox. Remember that show?
No.
No.
I do remember that show.
remember that
Her and
I just know,
Jennifer Aniston made out.
They share a kiss.
I just know The Dirt is about Motley Crue.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Dirt is with.
It was
Molly,
pretty
yeah.
good. I liked it.
It was horrible.
Oh, of course you did.
It was so bad. It's a
would you-
terrible movie.
Why would you like it?
Why? Why wouldn't I? Love
I
it?
mean, granted, I only watched the last hour of the movie.
Yeah, it was so bad. It was terrible. It's really an awful movie. It's awful.
I mean,
Dialogue sucks. The acting's terrible.
Oh, you don't-
It's a great story, but
would,
it was,
would you like it if you're a Motley Crue fan, though?
no. You probably hate it even more. It's awful. It's a
But
terrible
do you,
movie.
Do you know a lot of Motley Crue fans?
At one point, right? No, not really.
Nick Carra claims to be one. I think
Yeah, but he's
lying
like
through his
fucking
teeth.
19 years old. Yeah. Fucking at the end of the second half of the movie, Vince Neil, right? He's out of the band, right? So he spends every day of his life in his like favorite bar now. And then at one point he's drinking at the bar, and this is after his daughter dies, Skylar, and like the Motley Crue with the new singer, they suck now, but because they suck, they're like, "Hey man, we need Vince back."
But the bartender.
So the Motley Crue comes walking into this bar, right? Dressed as Motley Crue in the middle of the day, right? And the bartender goes, "Hey, look who's here, Vince!" And he turns around and he sees like Tommy Lee and Nikki Sixx. And,
Yeah, but there's a previous scene where the bartender's like, "They suck without you, man."
yeah, and Vince Neil's like, "Whatever, man. My daughter's sick and I lost my band."
Motley Crue.
And it's such a bad movie. And then they go to a booth, right? And then they talk about getting back together. And like it's all solved within 5 minutes. It's
Right.
a horrible movie.
Well, don't forget this podcast almost broke up 2 weeks ago.
yeah,
it
we
was
did-
solved in 5
we
minutes.
did it, but
yeah,
my-
over an episode that you decided to air anyway. that
was
you
good.
Called, that you called the worst episode ever, and ended up actually being a good
It was
episode.
terrible.
Tells you what judges a character. It's like these two guys
Hey
are.
guys, my daughter Skylar died, dude.
I got to quit the band, man.
Awful movie. Terrible
But
movie.
all I'm like getting
Did you
at
watch
is like I haven't like seen it. I'm just like the point I'm trying to make is like it's like certain movies are made for the fans. Like okay,
a fan would not. I don't think. I
You
think
know
a
what?
fan.
Honestly, I think a fan wouldn't like it.
No, why would
No?
they like it? It's
Because a
terrible.
lot of fans are very fanatical. So,
well,
you know what I mean? Like, especially rock bands, they like, that's not how it went down.
nothing went down the way it went down.
Yeah. That's
Well, yeah, it's why even like I don't kind of like the word fan like in general because it's sort of fanatical, which basically is.
I heard you don't like the word fan
fanatic.
because you have none of them.
Well, there's that. No, no, because a fanatical person is basically a crazy person. There's someone who go like it's like over, you know. So it's like sports fans. They're like they
like
get like
Greg.
over they get crazy. It's like they talk about the. Like whatever the team they're talking about, let's say, like for example, the Yankees. Some
How is
crazy.
it any different between? Like, how is it any different from autism? Like, how is it any different?
I'm sure it's a form of autism, probably.
I think
because they
over
talk
stuff?
about, like, some fans talk about themselves like they're a part of the team. Of
course.
We're going all the way, man.
Yeah.
We're going to take those guys down. Yeah, it's like, no, you're not. You're
No,
going to sit.
we. No,
it's
it
like
is-
you're
no,
going to
yes,
sit.
we are.
So no, it's like
You
you
don't
are
believe-
going to sit
No.
home on your couch. It's like jerking off, drinking beer,
does-
it's like screaming at a fucking television.
He doesn't believe in the.
It's like the team.
There's no talking to him.
Like some professional.
There's no talking to him.
Still talking to him.
Because he doesn't believe in the 10th man. There's no talking to him. When I go to the ballpark,
These
I'm the
guys
10th
train. They train in Florida
So do
in the
we.
fucking winter
As
time.
fans, I follow the team. I go on the websites. I look at the farm.
You're a stalker.
I
is
have
what
a
you
little
are.
stalker.
I have little
You
rituals.
follow them online. You're a fucking stalker.
Of course I do. I knock on wood when they're when.
Do you
that's what I
realize, do you know why?
You get what
Do you
every
know
time you
why?
see
Actually,
A-Rod.
honestly, I didn't want to
do.
say anything. I really didn't want to say
Someone-
anything.
right.
But the reason why they lost, the Yankees just lost, because Rob was inside, right? And Rob was like, Rob didn't want to watch the game. In John Zombie's house, he has a living room floor and a kitchen, right? So Rob turned around and was like, I don't want to be in the same room as watching the game because I might jinx the Yankees. Then Zombie turns around and goes, well, technically you are in the same room because this is one big room. And that's why the fucking Yankees lost.
I have half a wall dividing my
jinxed
kitchen
them.
from my living room, so it's like
Anyway, the movie The Dirt, I think, is more for a guy like me who watch it, who's like doesn't know a whole lot about Motley Crue. I know two fucking songs.
It's even take where I'm like
was entertaining.
Take where I was getting at. Like my point is like it's like to switch things up like slightly. It's like talking about like the movie Alita: Battle Angel.
Oh, Jesus, I don't
It's like no. I'll try to be as brief
Go
as
on.
possible. I promise.
I wanna hear
But
this.
so basically, it's like the movie's like has like not done well. Like here in
I don't want to cut you off, but anyway, I go, he lost a lot of weight. Look at the shirt he's wearing. He's wearing Porkins Barbecue. I go, yeah, you're doing very well, Zombie. He literally has a fucking pig on his shirt. Go on.
What about Alita's pork and barbecue?
So no, it's a movie that's more for if you're like a fan of anime, that's Japanese animation. If you're a fan of that, like which I am, no shit. So I know, big surprise there. But if you're a fan of that, then you would like a movie like that. It's like if you're not, if you just like like action movies and like CGI and shit, it's like you might not. So if you're a big fan of like stories that make sense, then you might
Then
not.
don't
like,
watch anime. What are you talking about?
it's like even like movies like Pacific Rim. It's like not a lot of people like Pacific Rim because
I liked Pacific Rim Job better.
I bet you gave a few too. Anyway,
It's also starring Charlie Day.
Of course I have.
Go on, what are you saying?
Yeah, but to women though.
but it's like to try to like wrap up my point. Like basically, say if you're a fan of like like Japanese animation, you would watch a movie like Pacific Rim. And just be blown away because it's like, oh, like
you
giant
watch-
monsters fighting giant
Let me ask you a
robots. I
question.
love that shit.
When you watch Japanese animation, do you do chinky eyes when you watch it? Do you do chinky eyes?
It's like, no,
That's how I watch it. That's the only way I watch it.
no,
Authenticity.
no, because you see, Japanese animation, the characters don't have very big eyes, so they seem more American.
Are you doing
'Cause,
Alex Jones?
No, I'm trying to do Mateo.
Oh, I thought you were doing Alex Jones.
I'm trying to do
It's a really good
So I
Alex
try to do a very like it's like gravelly like potatoes that like the gravelly voice.
I want to do Alex Comic Book Jones.
They're turning the comic book kids into gay kids, and
I thought you were gonna go like say just like comics are all about SJWs now.
I like the reason why I like The Dirt because it was all about the rock and roll, man.
You did say this. It was entertaining. I will say it. I was entertained, but I was like entertained by how
but
stupid
it was
this-
about the music, man.
It was really stupid. It's a stupid movie. But like, I don't know. How is Motley Crue like? Do they have musical integrity?
They're pretty highly regarded.
Yeah.
Tommy
Okay.
Lee's a highly regarded drummer.
Yeah, but he's a fucking.
I mean, look, I don't know a whole lot
Sexual-
about music.
he's a sexual deviant.
People with music are very weird because they'll be like, "This is the best band ever," and some fucking band.
Let me ask you a question.
I never
Hold on a
heard of.
second. Do you think that Tommy Lee's a sex god?
You know what? I think that's the most overrated sex tape ever.
No, that sex tape stinks. But I'm saying, do you think he's a sex god though?
I'm sure he has.
He's pretty good, right? Yeah.
He had a giant penis. Not really.
I watched. Know what I watched? I watched the
I'm bigger than he is, man.
locker room guy. You locker room guy?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll let it hang in the locker room.
I watch the Pam and Tommy sex tape with chinky eyes too.
Yeah. No, I think that's an overrated sex tape. Yeah.
Did you see the movie Fighting with My Family?
No.
What's that? That's
It's
the movie
about
that just came
Paige.
out.
Yeah, it came out
about
like,
AIDS?
No, it's about Paige.
Oh.
like the like.
Oh, what, the wrestler?
Yeah,
oh, she
yeah,
has a
female
sex. I only
wrestler.
know her from the sex tape, but that sex tape
She has a
sucks.
sex tape. I
didn't know
Paige.
that?
I didn't know Paige
Jesus
has a
Christ,
sex
you didn't
tape.
Was that not? I thought you were going to bring that up.
No, I didn't know.
You don't know she has a sex tape?
No, it's just because it's a movie about her life, or like her
So you
becoming a
brought
wrestler.
her up out of the fucking blue?
Pretty much.
Isn't The Rock in...
Yes, he is.
No, the sex tape.
The Rock says,
Well-
bend over and let me turn over the page.
Well, Vince Vaughn plays a friend of the Rock. He
I
plays
love VV.
a
many
manager or something who goes by the name Sex Tape because he makes people famous.
Because Vince Vaughn gave him that name, probably, because he gives everyone
I
nicknames
don't
in all
know.
his movies.
I know it's just like a scene. It's like where like the Rock talks. It's like, hey, it's like catch you later, Sex Tape. It's like Paige's like, why do you call him Sex Tape? Because he makes people famous.
That's the most retarded
Wow.
nickname.
Well, I'm retarded, so
No,
what do you want?
well, you like the movie. You didn't write it. I'm not
I didn't-
blaming
no.
you.
It really doesn't make too many people famous anymore.
What, sex
I think
tapes?
it's-
Not really. There's been a
I
few
know
out there.
every... Why, who? What? You
like
gotta-
famous, like not like
I mean, I think if
like
you're not-
Farrah Abraham is famous, but she's not A-lister.
Well, it's
like
like-
Kardashian and that Paris Hilton, when their sex tapes came out, they blew up.
They
I
weren't
mean, the way they say it,
A-listers.
if you're not famous and you have a sex tape out, then a sex tape is not going to make you famous.
Yeah, but he's calling Kim Kardashian an A-lister when the sex tape came out. She wasn't an A-lister immediately.
Yes, she was.
It's the TV show, and then they had the clothing line.
Well, that's what I
and-
mean.
But it wasn't from the sex tape though.
Kind of was.
It was. They took her like 4 years.
Oh, so she got that TV show
It
because,
took her 4 years to join the A-list.
because of her talent.
No, she has no talent.
She-
I
yeah,
know.
has no
She-
talent. I
She's
don't know what
famous
they-
for not having any
I
talent.
just said I was being sarcastic.
She's famous for her gigantic ass, is what she's famous.
Oh, I would love to.
Kim Kardashian?
No,
Yes.
people rip up her ass, and I don't know. I like to fuck.
You ever
her
hear
ass.
Donald Trump when he was on Stern and Howard was like, Donald, would you ever date Kim Kardashian? And he goes, she wouldn't be my first call.
Yeah, his first call would be his daughter.
Do you think her ass?
He doesn't fuck his daughter. Stop with that shit.
He called her hot. Didn't
I
he
said
call her
stop
hot?
with that shit. He doesn't fuck his daughter. We turned it to Nick DiPaolo.
Really?
That kind of thought you turned into fucking John F. Kennedy for a second.
Well, he fucked his
one
daughter.
of the Kennedys.
Yeah, John Kennedy fucked Maria
I
Shriver,
watched this
right?
movie
I don't know.
with on
Very
Netflix.
Shriver.
It's called Chaka something.
What?
Chaka Kong? Something
What?
like that.
What
I don't know,
movie?
it's it's about Ted Kennedy and he kills the girl in the lake and some shit.
Right.
Good movie.
What's the name of the movie?
Chaka Kong? Chaka Pawika?
Oh, where it happened.
Yeah, where it happened.
Chaka
I don't know
Congo?
the name of the movie. I can't pronounce it. But look up the movie. It's pretty good, huh? You know what? But it's not about the music, man, like Motley Crue.
Well, I like Bohemian Rhapsody. You didn't see that, right? You didn't watch that?
It's gay.
No, it's not. You didn't see it. Did you see it?
I haven't seen
I
it.
watched it for 20 minutes. I was like,
It's like two movies I got watch. I watched Bohemian Rhapsody and The Dirt.
You know
there's
what?
more.
The Dirt's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot better.
It's not even close.
I say MGK's portrayal of Tommy Lee was better than that Indian kid's
Wait,
portrayal.
you mean Machine Gun Kelly?
Yeah, I call him MGK.
I call him-
He plays Tommy Lee. I had no idea.
Does he play Tommy? He kills it.
You
as
may
Tommy
call him MGK.
The only-
but I call him Colson Baker.
It's like the only movie that I've actually seen that has Machine Gun Kelly in it is he was in Bird Box.
Fucking asshole.
Lee. He probably fucks Sandra Bullock in it, doesn't he?
No, he
No,
doesn't.
he's like plays just like some random guy, like some character that eventually leaves like halfway
He
through the
honestly
movie.
is terrible in The Dirt. He's so bad.
Yeah.
He's a terrible actor. Right? Is he good in Bird Box? Bird Box is
No.
not a good movie, though. It's terrible.
Bird Box is a terrible movie, so that tells you something right there.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know. I think The Dirt was very good. I give it 2.5 stars.
You're an idiot.
Are we a movie rating podcast now?
We've always been a movie.
We just rate everything.
podcast. We rate everything. From 1 to 4, of course.
How would you rate this apartment?
No, why are we only... we,
0 stars.
Why we only go up to 4?
The hell was that?
What?
I heard a
that was the
noise.
ghost.
It's probably a ghost.
I have a ghost now. Yay!
It's the ghost of Freddie Mercury who came over.
You
and beat
would
up
probably welcome a ghost.
I would actually.
Because that's the type of weird guy
I mean,
you
unless
are.
like as long as the ghost doesn't like fuck
No, what
with my shit.
I've been always
you
trying
know.
to figure out. I've accused him of looking like Bill Parcells and a tuna fish. Never
tuna
a
fish.
zombie, but you look like Casper the ghost.
It took you this long. We're coming up like just shy of a year doing this podcast. It took you this long
Have you
to
heard-
like compare to Casper the fucking ghost.
Have you heard that before?
I don't. I don't think anyone
You
actually
look-
like compared me to.
You look like Casper the ghost. You might have
you know,
we might have to start calling you Casper.
Oh, you Casper, baby. No longer zombie.
I don't
start calling you Casper.
I don't remember like right off the top of my head right now, but I don't think anyone's ever actually referred to me as Casper.
I want to write.
I might have referred to myself as Casper at one point.
You look like Casper. Why would you refer to yourself? Really?
I referred to myself as Zombie. That's
Well,
like, you know, it's like,
I mean, that's a childhood nickname for whatever reason. I don't know why.
no, well, high school nickname.
Well, childhood
Like, you know,
nickname.
like high school, college.
Well, either way,
During-
during the 70s, I guess people were obsessed with zombies.
They were, right?
If I ever wrote like a movie about a drug dealer, I would name the character Casper Martinez.
And cast me as the role.
No, not you as the no. I would get a Jerry to play him or something.
I just whitewash them.
I tell you what, this is a beautiful spring day,
Yeah.
right? And this is the type of day where you would
We
just
should
want to
move this podcast outside.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want to just go outside and just crush beers.
I don't.
I got a table. We can set up a table.
No, I wasn't
Set
saying
up a
that.
table
Why would we
outside.
do that?
We're an extension cord outside.
We're too loud. We would upset people. Really? People are like, what? Shut your fucking mouths.
We'll set up. We'll set up in the driveway so my neighbor can complain to us. He's trying to get inside with some fried chicken.
Yeah.
You, the weirdo.
Hey, get your fucking table out of my fucking driveway. I got some fried chicken here.
This is but I love a good, because you know what? When the springtime hits, it's almost like it's a good time to have an all day drinking binge.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been on a
man, I
bender
love it.
for like a week.
I remember
An excuse of alcoholics everywhere.
when I was a senior in high school, and it was like the second half of the senior year. So that's like when it's like April. So it's like now everything's starting to end.
Yeah,
you know, you're done. You're gonna pass your classes. What? Wait a minute. What's funny?
It's the second half of my senior year. You know, you're done. You
Checked out.
You repeated math 4 times. You finally got-
No, I didn't repeat. By the way, I only repeated math twice. Okay. But don't matter. I'm saying, but I remember it was a Friday, and we had a cup. We were drinking on the Thursday night before the Friday, and we had a couple.
Oh yeah, is that when Thursday nights come before Fridays? I had no idea.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying. Well, we were
Did I ever
drinking. Well,
did I ever get to why we only rate things at 4? Because none of us can count to 5.
well, we were all
Well,
just,
the thumb is not a finger, so it can't really count.
but we were all
so.
drinking, and on the Friday. My friend had a couple Budweisers. We had like 4 or 5 Budweisers.
Pussy.
And yeah, but this is when we were 17.
Yeah, it's like milk.
It's like milk then. And we were
Mother's milk.
We were like, fuck it. We all met up in the parking lot at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're like, fuck it. Let's go back to my house and drink. 'Cause my mother wasn't home, and she was working. So we go back to my house, and I'm drinking the Budweisers. I had like 4 or 5. And Rob, you were drinking vodka.
Yeah, I was drinking vodka and Chivas Regal.
My friend Joe was drinking. He was drinking vodka also, and we were doing shots. We got loaded at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
That was
It was so
awesome.
fun. My mother comes home. We're walking out because we heard her come home. So we're walking out like oh, we just stopped by to have a little breakfast. She's like, you smell like a brewery. so we're like, no, we're going back to school. She's like, you can't go back to school. You smell like alcoholics. I'm telling your father. So we're like,
Everyone, shut up, Ma.
smacked her in the face.
See, that wouldn't work because my father's the one that's like who let me and my brother and sister have a sip of beer when we were all kids,
Right.
So if my mother caught me
my
drinking
dad
beer,
would- yeah.
she's like, I'm telling your father. It's like he already knows.
My dad was drinking at 6 o'clock in the morning. So we go back. So I drive my friend's car to Newdorp because I went to Newdorp. I wouldn't live too far from the school, but I drove. We go in the hallway now, right? And we still have we have vodka in a water bottle, right? And we're just walking the hallways like street toughs, like hey, like I think I slapped some like nerds books out of their hands.
Yeah.
So you were the stereotypical high school bully.
I was like Harley Kiner,
It's like, hey, nice books.
We were just going over to people. Hi, do you want a sip of my water bottle? Here's a little tip. There's no water in there.
Oh, man, I remember.
I got some vodka in this water bottle. You want some of my vodka, guys? I'll give you some of my vodka. Let me say sports with you
I went up
guys.
to my friend who always he looked down upon drinking, and I went up to him. I just started breathing in his face.
So you were literally.
Like, Has a smell, bitch.
So you were literally a mouth breather.
Yeah. Well, we were drinking throughout the entire day. Then it's like lunchtime, and this kid that we used to pick on, his name was Jablonski, right? he was a junior, but he was somehow older than everyone. Really, he was like 20.
You know what Jablonski means in Polish? Faggot.
So this kid Jablonski, we used to pick on him all the time, right? And
Oh wait, did you explain? You just explained, right? He was a junior, so he was a grade below us,
Right.
But he was 2 years older than everybody.
Yeah.
So he's a big fucking retard.
So this kid Jablonski comes over, and we're picking on him. We're doing the runs. We're like, yeah, how's you? Look at your man tits. Well, he was a big kid.
Yeah, he's fat.
So he
He's fat, retarded, and he was a
this
faggot.
we were all hanging out, and then this like little black kid that he used to hang out, the little token black kid. He comes by, and Jablonski, I think, like said like something racist to him.
No, he didn't. Don't say that.
Okay, what
He
does
just like played with his titties or some shit.
Okay, well, he did something.
Well, I don't want to. Okay, whatever.
Okay,
I
doesn't
didn't mean to
matter.
do that.
Said something to him, and the little black kid just takes the water bottle full of vodka, thinking it's water, and just throws it on Jablonski. Right. So Jablonski's like, "Oh my god, my eyes!" Because vodka
Yeah,
burns
burned,
your eyes.
yeah.
And
he
he's
became
like,
the Joker.
He's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "And we're like, dude, that was vodka." And the little black kid's like, "Oh shit, that was vodka, baby. I gotta go." so
if it's not Hennessy, I don't want nothing to do with it.
we happened to have a class with Jablonski the next period after lunch, and the teacher smelled vodka because we were all drinking all day. You could smell it off us anyway. But she
Well, of
didn't.
course, the teacher knows what vodka smells
But
like. She's
here's-
probably drinking it herself.
But here's the thing, though. We all had class with Jablonski. Jablonski was the one that got blamed for drinking.
Yeah.
So he got pulled out of class. They were like, "Oh, look." She was like, I'm concerned about your drinking, Stephen." He's like, "No, they threw vodka on me." He's like, "Who did that?"
No
Like,
one
and
did
he didn't want to rat, though, because he knew he'd get his ass kicked.
Yeah, he graduated and he went to AA that year.
But, oh, man, he didn't graduate. He was a junior. He probably is also a super senior at some point. He was a retarded guy. He wasn't very bright. He also sucked at baseball. But do I love a good all day drinking bitch? Even in college, well, I didn't go I went away to junior college, but I came back home to go to junior college. And at Kingsborough, we used to get off at like 11 o'clock, after class. And I used to be at my friend's house, and we used to just pound beers at 11 o'clock, Bud Lights. Fucking 19, 20 years old when drinking was fun, not depressing.
No, it's not
I
depressing.
think the only time I ever take all day drinks was at my brother's bachelor party. It's went to Saratoga Springs.
You were drinking earlier. It's only
Not-
fine.
You've been drinking like all day.
You all day.
I said like an hour ago when you guys were supposed to be here.
You were always all day drinking. What are you talking about?
No,
I mean, from
as far as
morning to-
it's in the morning till
Oh, in
till
the
night.
morning? What are you, an alcoholic? What's wrong with you?
No, you guys are because you get finished.
I never
out of
drink
the
in the
pack of
morning.
Coke.
I don't drink in the morning at all.
Oh,
I know, but
love to
that's the
drink
only
in the
time
morning.
I ever drank early in the morning is at my brother's bachelor party, and we went to
Well, how early?
I don't know what time. It's the racetrack 10, 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock? Well, I drink
Yeah.
every day at 11:30. So
That's so much fun, though. I love a good all day drinking binge. I remember I was become a.
I like screaming it. I like going all day drinking binge. All day drinking binge.
There's never a ring
Oh,
to
man.
it.
I remember one time I was with my dad. It was 11 o'clock in the morning, and we were in a bar in Farrell's. I'm sorry, in a bar in Brooklyn. It was called Farrell's.
Right.
And oh my god, we were just.
It sounded like you were talking about Farrell High School.
Look at
a bar there?
Farrell faggot.
Oh, I know.
We were just knocking back beers. 11 o'clock. We got wasted 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's so good, so good. I love an all day drinking bitch. Just pounding beers all fucking day. Put the fucking baseball game on.
Yeah.
4 hours long.
Talk
Just
softball.
talk whatever. I don't give a fuck. I love a good all day drinking bitch. Next week we're gonna have an all day drinking bitch here.
Did we just kind of have one today? I don't.
I'm drinking vanilla Coke.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Faggot.
Yeah. What a
No, it's
pussy.
funny. The listener must be like, Greg's drunk and the other two are sober.
Guess again.
I'm not drunk.
I am.
Yeah, well,
Oh man,
you're an alcoholic. You have an issue, bro.
I remember on 4th of July, we were 21, and my parents left to go they went on a cruise for 5 days. And man, me and Rob, 5 days, just drank 5 days straight. Fucking 5 days straight.
I remember drinking in the morning that time.
I don't think I've recuperated since then.
Yeah, we've become even more retarded.
My liver has.
It shows in the number of brain cells you have.
What's wrong with your liver? You have problems with your liver?
No, my liver's been fine the last couple of years.
I don't even know
I think a
where
couple of
my
years
liver.
ago.
I honestly don't know where my liver is. I do know kind of, but I don't want to know just in case.
You know what happens to me if I drink a lot all day? By like at
You're not a healthy guy.
well, here's the thing.
You're not
Hang
healthy.
on. Before we get to my health.
Okay.
At 8:00 at night, I do feel my kidneys. So because they're soaked with booze. You know,
That sounds delicious.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like I feel my kid. That's why I'm like
I
gotta
had
stop
his
drinking.
liver with some fava beans and this Chianti.
I love a good old day drinking, bitch.
You're not a hell. Yeah, I see. I think the difference between you and I'm gonna have heart problems, and you're gonna have all the other.
Well, you
kind
gonna have a broken heart or something?
no, because I'm a hothead too. I get a
Yeah,
little
that's true.
frustrated.
Yeah, you'll have a heart attack.
But most likely.
Oh, but I'm telling you, a good old day drink, and just at the bar too. Oh, you go to a bar at like 12:00. You're there till 7:00 at night. You see all the customers, all the cool customers walking in and out. One guy's reading the newspaper. Oh, you could do that out here in Staten Island. I wish we could do that. Yeah, especially like during the week, it's cheap. It's like $2 a beer. You go to the right bar, it's $2 a fucking
Depending
Budweiser.
depending when you
on
go.
Staten Island. You go to the city. City's too expensive, too pricey out there.
Well, there's happy hour out there too. So
There's great bars in the city.
And I'll
though.
tell you, if you go to they have a bar in the AMC movie theater in the mall now. Like that's like pretty expensive.
Yeah, I know you like that place. You've
I've
told me.
I've only like had so you only like
they have a bar in the movie theater.
yeah
Yeah.
It's called MacGuffins.
You know what it is? Oh, really? That's the name of it?
Yeah, it's something to do with like let's say a movie production term. Like, you know, like just like something that like furthers the
That
plot.
guy pulled a MacGuffin. He came down to the set all fucked up, and that's
Yeah.
why we named the bar MacGuffins.
But, oh, man. But the thing with movies, I do like to drink during movies, but like at home, I like to drink.
I like
you can
to-
do that at the AMC like in most of the theaters, just not the
no,
not
I-
the IMAX
no,
theater.
happens-
Let me
to me-
explain why. Hang on.
Okay.
The reason why I like drinking during
Makes
the
the
movie
movie go quicker?
because it makes it go quicker.
Yeah, of course.
I'll be like, okay, in a half hour, I'm gonna have my first beer, and then like 20 minutes later, I'll have another one.
But sometimes I have
Yeah.
a problem that I'll watch a movie and I'll be drinking during it, but I don't really do what you're talking about, like having one after.
I love booze, bro.
No, I have one like I'll just drink during the movie. So like I'll have finish my beer and have to get up 12 minutes later, get another beer, and then so on and so on. But sometimes I forget. I can't retain the information that I watch because I'm pretty drunk after.
Yeah, but even when I
What
watch a
movie-
movie sober, I can't retain the information.
There's a lot of movies. Yeah, I mean, only fucking like really people like really into movies can remember every movie they've watched. Like I've seen No Country for Old Men. I've seen a lot of movies, but like I was saying, like No Country for Old Men. I've seen it and I can't remember a fucking scene.
I've watched that movie 6 times.
It's not good.
I only know the coin toss scene. That's it.
That's it. Yeah,
It's the only
people
scene.
love
It's
it.
a
too.
good
Yeah, I think
movie.
I've
I'm
only-
sure it's good. I
I've
just
only seen it like once or twice.
It's never. I never got
I
it.
don't
get it.
remember a whole lot. And then I watched the movie. I go, "Oh, right, this fucking scene." Like Fargo, that is like that for me also.
I like Fargo, but that's why I do like you mentioned. Like you said the Dirt was entertaining, and I have to admit, like at least it's entertaining. When a movie's entertaining, I'm like, all right.
You'll
you know.
remember the scene where like Tommy Lee does the road scene. He does that. He does like this is what laughs on the road.
Yeah,
You'll remember that scene.
sure.
Like and
That's why I liked about Bohemian Rhapsody. It was a really entertaining movie, and it was kind of
I'm
good.
sure it is. I just
You just don't like it because you're a homophobe.
no, it's not because
No, 'cause you're homophobe.
Not because of that, baby.
You're a big fuck-
I love the gays,
afraid of
baby.
the
I watched Milk.
faggots.
I've watched Milk.
So that movie sucks. That movie's terrible.
Milk.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say it's good.
it's awful.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But man, I love a good golden beer.
Can we take a quick break?
Yeah, let's have a cigarette.
little break.
All this beer talk about a fucking cigarette.
Yeah.
I get
Now
older,
we're on,
They
yeah.
say the same age. Yeah.
Now we're on.
yeah.
Oh,
All
we're on,
right,
we're on.
all right.
You see that trailer? Beach Bum?
Looks good.
Yeah,
Doesn't look good.
Looks funny.
Looks so stupid.
Looks funny.
I don't know about that.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
It's awful.
Looks funny.
Terrible.
Harmony.
No?
Yeah, no, it doesn't look good at all. Harmony Korine's overrated. He did Kids. That's it. That's a good
my
film.
boy.
You've seen Spring Breakers, right?
I've seen Spring Breakers.
What'd you think?
The ATL twins. They do everything together. They eat together. They sleep together. They share their women. That's the line in the movie. The chicks were hot in the movie. Not the Mexican one.
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
No, she's never been attractive.
She's not hot.
Vanessa Hudgens, though. Oh my god,
She's hot.
Yeah,
She's
oh, yeah.
hot. Was she Jewish?
I have no idea.
And the white girls are pretty hot.
You ever remember when Dane Cook went up at the MTV Awards and he was like, who's here? Who's here? Vanessa Hudgens. He's like, oh, hey, put away your pussy, something like that.
Oh, really?
Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, he was like, this was like Dane Cook, was like Dane Cook.
This one he was Dane.
And he was like, and he's like, hey, Vanessa Hudgens, and he's like walking up and down the stage.
Yeah.
He's like, don't ever send a picture of your pussy.
That's right.
Yeah, idiot.
Fucking stupid thing.
He's all fat now.
He's so fat.
He's fat Dane Cook now.
He's fat.
I haven't seen a picture of him recently. He's really that fat.
He's Dane cooked.
Dean cooked ham.
That's right.
He looks like a ham.
Someday this will all be yours. That was a punchline.
All that ham.
My big fat stomach.
Oh God! Speaking of big fat stomach, did you see that the Amy Schumer Netflix special growing?
No, I won't
Well,
watch
she's
it.
fat, no?
She's pregnant now. She's pregnant.
Oh, that was her just being a big fat pig?
No,
Pretty much.
There's not that big a difference between pregnant Amy Schumer and regular Amy Schumer. It's like,
So, no, she really had to like make like she actually had to lift up her shirt just so that people could prove she's pregnant. I almost threw up when she did that.
You know what's
so
funny
gross.
is that Amy Schumer, you would think like with all the joke stealing allegations that you would not do a special where you're pregnant when a female comedian had already did that.
Right.
like Ali Wong has two
Oh, then we
specials
talk
on
about
there
Roseanne
with
Barr.
that.
She wasn't pregnant throughout those years? No, what was funny about Roseanne Barr when she was fired from the show. She probably was like, fuck you fucking executives. Watch, I'll walk and the entire cast will walk. Who was with me? She turned around, everyone was gone.
Yeah, it's 2019. It doesn't work out that way.
She's like, everyone was
No, she blamed was Sarah Gilbert.
Good.
Yeah, she blamed her. Yeah.
she probably didn't like her from the
Yeah.
beginning.
Had a bit of a disagreement.
Yeah. What Melissa Gilbert was on Little House of the Prairie, right?
I don't know.
Come to my window. That's not her? That's not her? I'm the only one to walk across a fire for you.
Now that you mention, I think it might be her.
That's not her?
Yeah, now it might be her.
She's hot.
Sarah Dilbert.
Sarah Gilbert Grape.
Yes, yes. Sarah Gilbert Godfrey.
I think that's about
I'm
it.
on the talk.
That show sucks.
Which one's that? That's with Sharon Osbourne, right?
Sharon!
Yeah.
And fucking
No, it was a
Lonnie
funny-
Love.
No, it was a hilarious moment I was watching The View, and they were talking about and what's her name was on? Sharon Osbourne's daughter.
Kelly Osbourne.
Kelly!
Yeah.
Kelly Osbourne!
Kelly.
You got the most talent, a little piece of
Kelly.
shit on my shoe.
So,
Kelly.
so those yentas on the show are just yapping about Trump. Right? And this is when they were talking about the wall, right? And all that shit.
Oh, no, they're throwing Mexicans out of the country.
The wall,
Yeah,
right?
whatever.
That's the same thing. So on the show, Kelly Osbourne turns around and goes, "Well, listen here, Donald Trump. Well, who? If you kick out all the Mexicans, who is going to clean your toilets?" And she thought she was going to get a big applause, right?
Yeah, and everyone was like,
and she
"Whoa."
looked around and was like, and everyone was like, "No."
And then someone had to go, no, she didn't mean it that way.
No, she meant it that way.
Yeah, no, she was like, no, but you know what I mean. You know,
I would never.
I would never.
Mexicans, they're bathroom attendants and they landscape. That's what they do.
But, I mean, just saying,
Yeah,
believe me, because I don't come from privilege.
I didn't know my dad. My dad was on the road and he sent money to
I
me.
had no clue who was my father. You guys knew Ozzy. I knew the real Ozzy. What? The guy who ate a bat?
Did you see
That's
that?
my dad, by the way.
Yeah.
My dad is the guy who ate a bat on stage and who fucking stupid fucking Generation Xers look up to.
Yeah, 30 years of just like being fucked up all the
Right.
time, Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah,
Right.
and in the movie The Dirt, there's an actor that plays Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
He's like, you kids don't know how to party, and then he just starts pissing all over the place, and then he drinks his own piss. And
Ozzy.
he licks up his piss on the floor
Yeah.
at a pool. It's so gay.
Yeah, his kids are stupid.
Jack Osbourne
And so
Kelly.
is Sharon
I-
Osbourne. She's
well-
a dummy also, right?
Oh, I think
an
didn't
Illuminati.
she had like some form of cancer, like breast cancer or something?
Probably Ozzy Osbourne gave it to her.
Probably ate her tits.
Yeah, no. Remember Michael?
I'm going to eat the cancer out of you. Don't worry about it.
Remember Michael Douglas got cancer from eating pussy?
Well, that's the coolest thing ever.
No, it's not. That was just like
That's the coolest thing of all time.
If you're gonna die, you might as well go out and go like telling people, "Yeah, I eat pussy."
How'd you get cancer? Eating pussy? Yeah. No, come on, seriously. No, literally eating pussy.
I go down on my wife. You see my wife? She's like 40 years younger than me.
I don't think there's a cooler thing than getting cancer from eating pussy.
How do you think Alex Trebek got cancer?
I know something cooler: surviving cancer.
Well, he
I
did
survived
survive.
cancer before it was cool, man.
Alex Trebek got cancer from eating pussy.
That's how you get pancreatic cancer. Yeah.
No, he got his asshole eaten. That's how.
Nah, God bless Alex Trebek, man.
Yeah, watch out.
Many years more. Guy who knows nothing about cancer. Pancreatic cancer. Pancreatic
Triple
cancer.
jeopardy, baby.
How about pancake cancer? You ever do pancake cancer? What were we talking about? Oh, Sharon Osbourne. She was a fat little pig too.
Yeah, that's another thing about.
No,
Sharon was fat too.
She was very fat.
They're all fat. The whole fat fucking family. Ozzy used to be fat.
fucking British people.
Yeah, they're all fucking fat. Ozzy was fat. Sharon was fat. Kelly was fat. Jack Osbourne was fat. Fat fucking Osbourne.
Yeah, Jack Osbourne, he was a fucking ugly little kid. Because they had the show. They had the
That show was
Osbournes.
big. That was like a huge reality show.
Right.
Yeah, and it was like where people would actually stay home and watch it.
Sure.
Yeah, early 2000s. That and Growing Up Gotti.
Yeah.
Growing Up Gotti and that show, and then they made the Kardashians. I hear Angelina Jolie wants to start at one of those.
She's a weirdo.
Yeah,
Brad Pitt was like, fuck this, I'm out.
I'm Brad Pitt.
He woke up, he was like, I got fucking 6 brown kids that are calling me dad. I got 1 transgender kid. He looked in the mirror, he's like, I think I can still get laid. I'm out.
He's going out with like some like fucking Instagram model.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
he's probably running through 30-year-old pussy.
He's getting athlete pussy.
Yeah.
He's Brad Pitt.
I love Brad Pitt. I think he's good.
Yeah, I do like him. He's a shitty
No,
actor.
you said he's a shitty actor.
Yeah, he's not a great
Multiple
actor.
times.
He isn't
Why?
a great
How
actor.
do you-
I like Brad Pitt though.
I think he's a
'Cause he's
great
hot,
actor.
'cause he's so hot.
Yeah, that's why you like him. Fucking fools.
No, he's not good in Inglourious Bastards.
I think he's excellent.
Ruins
in
the
Inglourious
movie.
Basterds. I think he's hilarious.
Stupid accent.
He's like Buongiorno.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
I think he's funny.
He's charismatic and
I think he's great in the Fight Club, right?
Yeah, well, how can you not like him in that?
He's excellent in Fight Club.
Yeah.
And he's great in Inglourious
else did I see
Bastards.
him in?
He looks good in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
But that's not his only movie. He's done a lot of stuff. What else? I've seen him in something recently. Oh, Moneyball. I liked him in Moneyball.
He's great in Moneyball.
Yeah, I liked him in that. But Inglourious Bastards is one of his like most famous movies, and he's not good.
You know
in
what
it.
I didn't like him in? Killing Him Softly.
He's not.
He didn't hold up for me.
That's okay. That's an okay movie. When I first saw it, I really liked it, and it didn't age well at all.
He's like, this is America. America's a business.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, that movie's... No, I like the movie.
it's one of those movies with a message.
It is a message.
Yeah, it's a message in it.
It's like, yeah, that's like Hell and High Water. You ever see that? It's
No.
the 2 brothers who like rob banks throughout the country, throughout Texas.
No, I haven't
Jeff
seen
Bridges is in it. Jeff Bridges is pretty good in it. And in the middle of the movie, it's like this entertaining movie. It's really good. In the middle of the movie, one of the bankers finds out who's robbing the banks, and he just goes, "Good for those guys."
Sticking it to them, right?
Sticking it to the bankers.
No,
'Cause you know what? Better you than them.
No, movie was funny as fuck. I was watching the other day, School of Rock.
School of Rock.
Movie was funny as fuck. I was watching it on my couch. I'm like, holy shit.
You know what was really funny about that movie? When he had a rivalry with the little gay kid.
Yeah, he did not like him.
He goes to the little gay kid.
Very subtle rivalry.
There's a great line when the little gay kid goes, "Oh, because Jack Black's character is like, come on, insult me."
Yeah.
And the little gay kid goes, "I think you're tacky and weird." And Jack Black is like, "No, seriously, it's over. I think you're very weird." And he goes, "See me after class." That is a funny fucking movie about child abuse.
There's a great pedophile joke in the movie.
No, really?
You don't remember it?
No.
But he's just talking to the parents, and he just goes,
remember that.
Your kids have touched me, and I feel like I've touched them." And the parents are like, "Whoa!"
What are you talking about?
It's literally a movie about
Oh
child
my
abuse.
god!
It's this fucking weirdo rocker.
Technically kidnaps the kids in plain sight.
Brings them to the Battle of the Bands.
They don't win, do they?
No, they do.
No, do they win at the end?
Yeah.
I feel like the other band won.
I'm pretty sure they.
No, they do
His
win.
original
Oh
band
no, his
won.
original band wins.
They win.
Oh,
Because let's be honest, Vacancy. I think that's
No Vacancy.
No Vacancy.
I was trying to think of the name.
was a
too.
rocking band.
They fucking rocked hard, dude.
They had that song.
rock so hard,
Heal
man.
me.
Yeah, no, that band was fucking great. And
were
the lead
great.
singer, he's like shirtless and he's gyrating on stage.
Well, no, the guitarist.
The guitar.
with Mystique. The guitarist was great.
yeah, it's the fucking movie.
The School of Rock
The movie's
was
so funny.
Was so good.
It's great.
Kidnap those kids.
Yeah.
Try. That's like our Bad News Bears.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Like the one from the 70s.
I mean,
other one
they
was-
remade.
Not the one with Billy Bob.
No,
No,
not
that's
that piece
terrible.
of shit.
But that kid from Goldberg is funny in it. The kid, the kid in the wheelchair, and he goes, "Dude, you suck. I'm better than you, and I don't even have legs that work." Such a great line. Yeah, the original Bad News Bears is so much better. Well, that fucking Billy Bob Thornton movie that could have been funny if they would.
No, what's really funny about School of Rock? The kid that's in it, the guitarist.
Yeah, I heard
Zach,
about that,
He's
yeah.
stealing guitars
Yeah,
from,
it's so
from
funny.
my guitar shop. Just like, who are you? I'm Zach from School of Rock.
He's,
Give me your guitars, man.
he's just stealing. He's walking out of guitar shops with guitars.
Well, who doesn't love Jack Black's voice? I love his voice. You guys didn't like it when he sang the
You
national
can't sing
anthem.
the anthem, no.
That's why I was listening to a podcast.
Can't sing the anthem,
No,
bro.
if you can't sing the anthem, then go fuck yourself, dude.
That's right.
Which anthem? The Good Charlotte anthem? You know that song?
Good Charlotte sucks too.
Yeah, don't you know?
I heard
Blasphemous.
you
heard
know
that
what?
from someone else, and then you just
no,
repeat it.
back in high school, I actually used to like Good Charlotte, and then I
you
went
did.
to Warped Tour one year.
The late
and
90s.
So no, I went to Warped Tour one year, and I guess I got to hear them play live, and they suck.
Yeah, I could imagine them being really bad
That's a-
at live. I could see that.
Like
Why
they
not?
suck horrible live.
Like how bad? Like
Really bad.
Why?
Like,
How
like
bad
I'm
were
like
they?
I'm like listening to them like it sounds like nothing like what I've heard on their CDs. I'm like they fucking.
Can you
suck.
imagine just reading? You can imagine watching Good Charlotte come on stage and you're just waiting to rock out, and then they start playing and you're like, "Holy shit, boo! You suck!" But this
Fuck
is
you!
This isn't the band from the American Pie movies that I know.
Yeah, every song is just about like, oh man, what's the fucking what's the anthem? And they do lifestyles that are rich and
Yeah,
famous. And they do-
lifestyles,
yeah, that
rich
one,
and
yeah, yeah.
famous.
From the David Spade classic, Dickie Roberts.
Right.
Yeah, and it's like-
All those movies had those songs.
yeah, they utilize pop punk.
I was
so well.
watching The New Guy, right? That's what DJ Qualls.
Fucking underrated.
By the way,
underrated masterpiece. The
that's
new guy.
that movie. I don't think only millennials have seen that movie.
Yeah,
There's
who-
no one under the age of 24. If you watch The New Guy,
Yeah.
I don't think even Zombie knows what we're talking about. Do you even know the movie?
The new guy? No, I don't
remember-
think I've seen that.
With DJ Qualls and Eddie
Remember the movie-
Griffin.
Do you remember?
No.
Do you remember the movie Road Trip?
Road Trip, yes.
Okay, remember the thin, skinny guy in Road Trip?
Yes.
His name's
The thin, skinny,
remember that
white,
guy,
thin
right?
skinny white guy?
Some
yeah.
executive, right, watched Road Trip and went, that guy needs a movie.
That guy's our guy.
That's our guy. And then they made the new guy.
They did this movie called New Guy where he plays a nerd
Wait.
for the first 20 minutes of the movie, and then he gets
I'm-
kicked out of his high school, right? And then he goes to
No,
another
but, no.
high
But
school.
you're missing a very important plot line.
Okay.
He gets arrested, goes to prison,
Oh,
meets
that's-
Eddie Griffin,
Yes.
and Eddie Griffin's like, "I'll tell you how not to be a bitch in high
Oh,
school."
wait.
From bitch to bull, baby.
Yeah, that's
the
a-
one.
I don't think
Line.
I never saw it, but I do remember. I think I remember seeing like the
new
trailer
guy.
for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, I went to
So
go
it's
see
like,
it in
I've,
theaters.
yeah, I never seen. I don't think I've ever seen it, but I definitely like heard of it.
I went. Me and my friends went to go watch it in the theater.
Let me tell you, I just watched it recently. It aged like fine wine. One would call it the Citizen Kane of teenage comedies.
It's great. It's a great movie. No phones.
Yeah, no, nothing. What's her name's in it? Really hot chick. Zoe Deschanel is in it. Yeah.
Do you realize the movie? That was a great movie, Euro Trip, right?
Funny.
Yo, I love Euro
And
Trip.
it looks like it looks like a modern movie, but the movie would have been solved almost immediately if there were cell phones.
How's
Yeah.
that? Oh,
But
because you
no,
could
You
have
could have
called
just
her.
called her and be like,
But no, well, I don't think they never exchanged phone numbers. They
Actually-
they only communicated.
yeah, but
through
now
email.
today,
No, you're wrong though. No,
Like,
it's
no,
a-
but they
Facebook
put-
and Instagram.
I
I know, but
everyone's
it's like,
number.
yeah, they were communicating through emails, and she blocked him.
yeah, but you know what? We're
So even if they had social media, even if they had like the social media we have today, back then, if she blocked him through email, she would have blocked him on Facebook.
But it
Instagram,
probably would have
Twitter.
gotten to the
That's a good
point,
point.
though. It would have been solved easier because it probably would have got to the point where they exchanged pictures.
oh yeah.
Play a dick pic.
If if their
Oh,
like,
but they would
it-
actually-
it's like if their online interaction had like gotten to that point before he got drunk and thought that like some dude wanted to meet up,
but he
with him
probably
and
would
fuck
have.
him.
They
It would be
would've
really
met
funny,
through-
but like, why is Micah keep sending me pictures of some girl's tits, man?
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But
he
they
probably
would've-
would have thought that, but even following that, he still would have like made that like misunderstanding. It's like especially if like just like getting like dumped by his girlfriend, he still would have thought
Fiona.
Like yeah, I still would have thought, like, why is this, like, this guy, like, sending me, like,
But
pictures of his tits?
Here's the thing: they would have known anyway because on Facebook she would have a Facebook profile. So
All right.
yeah. Do you realize that Mark Zuckerberg probably watched that movie and that's how he created Facebook?
Do you think so? He's just a big Euro trip fan.
This movie's ridiculous. We got to do something about it.
This can never happen
This
again.
can never happen to someone. Someone can't just go to Europe, okay, and ruin someone else's life.
That movie, they have the pop punk in it too, right? Every early
yeah.
2000s movie has.
Every like late 90s, early 2000s movies is all.
What's
about
the name of the
pop
band that sings Scotty doesn't know? Lustra? That's it's like Lustra or some
look
shit.
it up.
What a rocking song, though.
Fucking great song.
At the end of the song, someone says, Scotty has to go.
That means he wants to kill Scotty.
Scotty want someone to kill Scotty. Who's the lead actor in Euro Trip?
Oh, I forget his name. He was a good actor. He was in this movie called Mean Creek
Right.
with
Josh Peck.
With Josh Peck and Kieran Culkin.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Lustra that
Lustra,
Scotty
right?
doesn't know.
I never heard any of those songs.
With Mean Creek.
That kid's done nothing. Scott Menkowitz, I think
That's
that's his
his
name,
name.
something like that. He did nothing.
And
ever
Josh
since.
Peck plays a foul-mouthed little fat bastard.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Eurotrip.
They kill him.
Know what guy
Mean Creek.
did nothing from
Spoiler
Euro?
alert.
The kid from Euro. What, they don't kill. Oh, you're talking about Mean Creek?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go on.
The guy that played the friend, Jacob Pitts, name of the actor.
No, he was
Jacob-
in?
yeah.
He did nothing.
Cooper,
He was
You
in-
know what he was in? The Night of.
Right. He is in the. He,
He
plays,
plays
her boyfriend
I think he plays the murderer, the one that they find out like he was
who actually murdered
Yeah.
the kid. Okay.
the girl.
You see, I remember him vaguely from that show.
And he was in a few other things.
He was in the card counting movie. The
21.
21, right? With MIT, right? That was
Right,
Kevin
right,
Spacey's
yeah.
in that.
Let me see.
Spacey.
21. Is Kevin Spacey in that?
I love
Yes,
Spacey.
Kevin Spacey's
Kevin
in
Spacey's in that, right?
I'm dying.
That's fine.
That's it. That's it. The game's over.
You done?
that. Game over, man. Game over.
From the producers of Road Trip, here's Euro Trip.
Yeah, they didn't really do.
They weren't really thinking outside the box there.
Well, Road Trip's kind of funny.
Oh, it was all right.
It's okay. It's all right.
I like the American Pie movies. They genuinely make me laugh.
I think they went a little too far with it. Like they went a little too long with the sequels for American Pie.
What do you mean? Well, no, I don't count the. Wait, what are we talking about?
Like I think there was
We're not talking about Bandcamp and all that shit, though.
yeah. No, but that's what I'm talking. Yeah, like when they made Bandcamp.
that became like
and,
it almost became like American Pie was like this National Lampoon
Right.
thing. Whereas
Yeah.
like American Pie presents this fucking
Yeah.
thing. Those movies, but
Kinda felt like that at one point.
No one's in those movies though. Like no one really.
No, I wouldn't know anyone
Yeah.
from them.
And they were straight to DVD movies.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was like National Lampoon presents this.
Yeah.
American Pie presents.
National Lampoon was still making movies. They did, and they kept producing movies with members of like the Boy Meets World cast.
Well, they did.
Yeah.
They did Van Wilder.
Yeah,
National Lampoon's Van Wilder.
presents. There's a fucking bad Van Wilder sequel that isn't
Rise of Taj?
No, not that, but that's terrible too.
Oh, his college days.
The college years.
That was
and the kid
like-
that's playing Van Wilder is more punchable. Is like literally has a more punchable face than Ryan
I think
Reynolds.
it's like where they fucked up like with that movie is like they included like an early version of the iPhone, which would not have been present in Van Wilder's early college days.
Right? Yeah, we're fucking retarded. They, you
I
know.
think it's like the iPhone.
They weren't going for accuracy.
But it's like, yeah, but it was like supposed to be like the iPhone. It was like it seemed using like it was like iPhone 3 or something.
would think-
Know what they were going for? Let's take this funny fucking character, Van Wilder, man.
It's not that funny.
And show
The guy it's based on is terrible. Bert
That's
Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer,
Bert
right?
Kreischer, yeah, whatever his name is. Bert Kreischer. He's fucking.
take this funny as fuck.
I don't want to listen. I don't want to sound like the Opie and Anthony Reddit or anything like that. But the guy's a total tryhard.
Bert Kreischer. He's
It's the
terrible.
worst. He fucking sucks. And you should let Jay Moore tell his stories. They're
He
much
tells
funnier.
a creepy story.
I'm not.
You
for-
hear the story about him how he got the Van Wilder?
Well, the Rolling
movie?
Stone article.
Yeah, they were.
They wrote an article about him in Rolling Stone.
Right.
And then movie producers were like, "That's fucking fascinating. What we got to do is we got to reach out to this guy." So they reach out to him. They fly him out to Los Angeles. They hang out with him all weekend, and then like midway through like a dinner conversation, they turn around and they go, "Like, how does the story end?" And he goes, What do you mean? I'm alive, you know. I'm out of college. I'm trying to do stand-up comedy. And they're like, but there's no ending to this story. So he's like, oh, all right, whatever. And then like they go out to a club and they just keep feeding him cocaine, like astronomical amount of cocaine. They're like, and he's just like doing coke, and it's probably like a coke. He probably has like a coked up paranoia like thing, and he's just like, they're trying to kill me. That way he dies, and their movie has an ending.
Exactly.
And then also he gets no royalties because he's dead. I wish that would have happened.
That would have been great.
Sucks.
Could you imagine who plays me in a movie? Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I know. You would think. Know what kind of sucks too? Is that he's like an actor, Bert Kreischer, or somewhat like he's a comedian.
Yeah,
you would think like he probably thought like, holy shit, like that's my break. I can actually like star in a teen comedy. And they're like, no, Ryan Reynolds is just more likable than you are.
Fucking Ryan Reynolds versus
No, really got
A1
Ryan Reynolds.
at that time.
Ryan Reynolds fucked over the real life Deadpool too. There's a real life Deadpool.
what?
Fucking Greg, dude, he doesn't get it. Bad tone, bad joke. Fucking asshole.
What do you mean, man?
Yeah, man, there's a real life Deadpool.
Well, what, I don't know. What is Deadpool? I don't even know what that is.
Do you know what Deadpool is?
What's that about? I don't even know what that is.
It's about a guy.
It's from comic books, so to allow me to speak.
But what's it about? I don't know.
It's basically it's a guy who he's a mercenary and he gets diagnosed with cancer. He goes to this shady group that like performs an experiment on him to cure his cancer, and he basically gets a super healing ability. He can heal from like any injury, and basically makes him invulnerable to death.
True story?
No, it's fiction.
Would have been my first choice.
Made up.
Would have been my first choice.
We're at 55.
Okay,
55
All
minutes.
we'll close up for now.
Yeah.
We'll record another one.
Yeah.
We'll do another one.
Yeah.
All right. Bye bye.
Welcome to Four Scores, a new podcast series hosted by Variety's John Burlingame. Four Scores will take listeners on a magical journey into the world of film and television composers. Listen wherever you hear your favorite podcasts.
The internet can be your window to the world, or an open door that lets cyber criminals in. Online theft, webcam spying, and identity fraud are all on the rise. But you can stay safe with Kaspersky Lab, the world's most awarded internet security. Kaspersky protects your money, privacy, identity, and data with technology perfected over 20 years. So keep exploring. Kaspersky Lab will keep you safe online. Learn more at Kaspersky.com.